I have an iPhone 6s here with prior. It's a filter, no, yeah, backlight filter repair, but there's a prior repair attempt on it. So, gonna kind of go over how to fix it. So, digging in here, it looks like the pads are missing, but you can actually see there's actually a little bit of a pad right there, which we can probably tag on. And then on this side I'm not as worried about because we can definitely tag something on to this pin right here. So, alright, so we are going to figure out the trace here, or how to connect this thing. And we just need to be careful that we're not going to hit ground somewhere. So I'm going to take my hot air gun and remove some of this black stuff first. And then, so I'm at 159 degrees Celsius. Just enough to get this black stuff off a little easier, but not hot enough to melt any of the connectors. And I really just want to kind of very lightly. Alright, now we got a little better picture of what's going on here. Let's see if you guys can see this. So we just need to make sure that that's not grounded right there. I'm pretty sure that's the pad that's going to lead us. And then let's see if there's, okay, so that didn't beep, and then it's kind of, so that's ground right there, and then that may, there's like a little bit of a pad there that we might be able to attach to, but I feel like there's still a pin in here or something. Let's find out what's going on in here, because there's still something in there that either shouldn't be in there or it's poked up or something. Because it looks like it's a, well, I think it just melted, to be honest with you. So this is really the, so hopefully this doesn't cause any problems, because you don't really want to replace this connector ever. So let's test it. See if we can find, see, that's already pushed in already, so I really need to kind of bring it out a little bit without breaking it. Okay, so there you go. So I don't think I'm going to be able to connect that, so let me look at ZXW. Okay, so this pad's going to lead to the second pin, and there's a capacitor here, and also this. So we can let's see, the capacitor may be the easiest. If we just jump into the capacitor, I think that may be the easiest, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I just need to make sure it's not shorted, though. It's the only problem. So let's think about this. So I wonder if I can, is that something I can attach to? Probably not. Alright, so I think I'm going to put some green stuff on, I think, and alright, let me get a, so I got a little bit of a toothpick here, and I'm going to put a little green stuff on here, and just a little dabble. Probably less than a dabble, really. That's too much. So I'm going to take smaller amount and see if I can get it right up in there so that it doesn't ground out on me. Alright, so right there. Let's see if this works. Where's my... I got my UV flashlight here. I'm pretty sure I need to flashlight that sucker, but it's a UV, it's a purple light flashlight. You can see a little bit of purple. There you go. See it better on the camera. Alright, so I got the green stuff is cured via some UV light, purple light. Turns pretty much hard as a rock. Now I got a little bit of flux on there. So now I'm going to put my filter on and, or maybe I should run a jumper first, I don't know. A little bit blurry though, isn't it? So I probably should have tinned it a little bit before I stuck it in. Alright, let's see if we can tin it. This is when I need a little bit of a... And I can use a curved tip right here. I hope my filter didn't fly away. So that thing is not really tinning very well. Let me try this. I need a little more flux on there, man. Alright, so that's pretty good on that side. So now I just need to connect from here to the second one right here. I think it's the second one. Let me double check my multimeter. So I think it's the second one, connects to the big one, yep. So let's try it, see if we can connect something over there without shorting it out. Somehow. So I think we're going to have to use some shielded wire here, which is what I will do. Thinking it's probably going to be about that long. So with the shielded one, I want to make sure I get a little bit of, make sure I take off the coating on it before I try to tack it down. Alright, so that's tacked down pretty good right there. So now it's going to kind of break free, I feel like. Alright, that's not bad. And then it's kind of brittle here, so I'll probably put some green stuff on it after I'm done as well. So let's see if we can hold it like that, and then maybe I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of push it back a little bit so we can bend it. Maybe like that. try it like that. Alright, that's a nice shiny joint there. It looks like it's pretty tight. So let's break this free. Hopefully, somehow, without messing things up. Clean some of the flux up, and then maybe put some of the green stuff back on all over it. Or maybe I'll just put some solder mask on it. I think that's probably what I'll do instead. That's going to be green and pink. No! I'm probably going to have to resolder that joint right there. Yeah, I'm going to definitely... Ugh, this whole thing broke free. It's alright. Thing about this shielded wire is that it's harder and it's more rigid. So hopefully I didn't break this joint right here too bad. Okay, that's not too bad. That should be pretty tight, and then let's get this side again. Alright, that should be pretty good. Let's clean this mother up. Dude, this green stuff gets everywhere. It's such a mess. Just clean this shit up. Let's check for continuity now. 2 to this. Oh, that's not working, is it? Ugh, attached it to the wrong one. What a show. Alright, more flux. Alright, I think we're good now. Alright, let's check my... Alright, let's check with the multimeter again. Let's make sure it's not shorted. So this should work now. Make sure that's not shorted. Okay, I think we're good. So I think, let me test it and then I'll put some of the pink stuff on to kind of hold it, this pink solder mask on to hold it in place. And we'll call it a day on this. Alright, so it's such a mess in here. Alright, as you can see, we have backlight. We are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and continue and put this pink stuff on, and I'll show you guys how I do that. So this pink stuff I use is peelable solder mask. Find that sucker on Amazon. This big ball right here is going to probably last me a lifetime. I've had this since I started microsoldering, and I've probably used less than whatever was in this tip right here. So I'm going to put this on. And alright, so I got a little bit tip full of this on a toothpick, and basically I'm just going to kind of put it over all this stuff, and it's going to kind of act like a adhesive that is peelable and removable just in case this thing ever blows again. And it is non-conductive, I think. And once it dries, so it takes probably about half an hour to dry, really, if you just leave it. If you want to speed it up a little bit, you can put on a hot heater plate or something like that. And I like using this stuff because it's pink, first off, so it's going to kind of warn people to not muck around with this area. And secondly, it dries pretty quickly, and I can literally close this thing up, and then by the time I ship this thing out or arrives back to the customer, it'll be dry. And so this is too much here. Actually, I'm gonna chuck this, get my tweezers, and kind of spread it around a little bit. All right. So I think that's really about it right there. I mean, just kind of, that's about it. And then it's gonna dry. It's gonna be like a pink. It's kind of like the green conformal coating, and I'll show you guys the green stuff that I used. So this is the green stuff that I use. It's Mechanic. It's UV curable solder mask. So it says mask. I think it's solder mask. But anyways, this stuff you stick it on, and then you have this. I have this little Amazon flashlight here that I have. And you cure it using the UV light. It takes about I don't know, a few minutes. Well, not even a few minutes. Probably like a minute or something like that. And it pretty much turns pretty hard. So the longer you have it on there, the harder it gets. And so the pink stuff, you can kind of see it. It's already kind of drying up a little bit already near the ends there. So I'm just gonna close this thing up, and that's it really. I'm gonna close it up. and ship this sucker out. So this thing is done. Alright, that's how you fix an iPhone 6s with backlight, or you have to run a jumper. Alright.